Okay. Now, let's ask you, in your case, your presentation, your written work and everything, and you come from Vivian Fowler Secondary School. Now, if you were to look back, what were the kind of questions the judges asked you, and how did you respond to them?
Well, apart from asking me who I was, they asked about my hobbies, what I enjoyed doing. So I was able to answer confidently.
Who are you?
My name's Eniola.
Who are you? Tell us. Tell us about you.
Okay, so as I said, my name's Eniola Oladipo. I'm a student of Vivian Fowler Memorial College. I'm also an essayist and a poet.
A poet?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Excuse me.
Nice. Go on.
Yeah. So I enjoy playing the guitar, and I also enjoy making art pieces, and I'm basically quite a creative person in general.
What's your favorite subject at school?
English, definitely English.
Oh, okay. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
What do I want to be when I grow up? Well, I'm leaving all the options open.
Now, give us all the options.
Okay, I've been thinking about going into human rights work, maybe to work with the UN, maybe as a human rights officer in Africa. I've also thought about going into the science discipline as well. So,
Okay.
you know,
So it's getting a bit confusing now, yes. Carry on.
so I've basically been thinking about many job occupations. I'm not,
What do you want to study at university level?
at university level, well, I've been thinking about studying international relations. So,
Okay, so that to some extent will
Explains
help with
Yeah.
the
The
with
UN
human
work.
rights and UN work and so on. Now, when you were writing your study of Chinua Achebe's book, what did you put in that paper that you think must have been really compelling for the judges? What did you write there? What was your analysis of Chinua Achebe's work, Things Fall Apart?
well,
Give it to us in just a few sentences.
Okay, I think what enabled me to write so well is the fact that I asked myself questions. After reading and analyzing the book thoroughly, the first question I asked myself is, why did Chinua Achebe write the book during 1958? What prompted him to write the book during that specific time? I also asked myself, what message was he trying to pass across to the audience, to the reader? What was he trying to say through the book? So by constantly asking myself these questions, I was able to provide an answer and document it, and, you know, to make this very successful piece.
What would be the answer to your own questions then? What do you think inspired Chinua Achebe to write one book that is now world acclaimed and has won so many prizes?
Translated into God knows how many
Yeah,
languages.
lots of languages. Well, I think what inspired him, or, you know, pushed him to write the book, it was his first book during that time. So I think what pushed him to write the book is during the year of 1958, so much was going on. The US civil rights movements were in motion. People were making sure that eventually African countries gained their freedom. So I think that that book kind of pushed the average Nigerian as well as the enthusiastic activists to, you know, push forth for their independence during that time. I also think that Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart wasn't the first colonial book published. There were many other books during that time that dealt with this issue of colonialism. But there was something unique about his book, which was the fact that, unlike many other books, such as Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, this book was able to portray Africans as people with a constitution, with a mind, and not just as animalistic savages who just walk around hitting things. They portrayed Africans, they gave them an alternate lens in which we were viewed. And they kind of, I think Chinua Achebe was able to portray us as human beings, and he went deeper into our elaborate culture instead of just condemning our rituals and rites during the 19th century.
Deep.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, you have an idea.
now
Now I
we do.
see how come the judges were bowled over.